So you're looking for a way to clean the crayons you ate as a child out of your ass, and you were thinking, raw vegan hippie cleanse, I could do a juice fast or something. Did you know that there are 3 raw vegan diets that have some success? And we will discuss them today so you know which path to choose.
I am a vegan, you are a loser.
So we're back on a raw vegan diet, and I would say I'm 99% raw. I allow certain things to enter my life. A little roasted nori sheet snack, a little salty snack. Chewy, but strange and fun. Salty almost. Not the fried ones in oil. Those are, what are you even doing if you're thinking that's what I meant? But 99% raw is just a little more leeway and a little more fun. Maybe some maple syrup enters my life, a spice that was dried too high. Like, who cares? Have a little fun. It's mostly raw. It's all the calories are raw, basically. Stop it. So the one most people know about, and you've probably lost your period on it, the 80-10-10 diet. Mostly fruit, lots of vegetables as well, tiny amount of nuts and seeds. It's the Doug Graham way, the 80-10-10, 80% carbs, 10% fat, 10% protein. Never go above. Go lower if you can. 95-5, a lot of people do. It's a viable way. If you live in the tropics, it's even fun. In the winter, in Canada, you go to the store, there are like cantaloupes from Mexico, like you could, but they're not ripe, they're not soft, they're expensive. It's not as fun, but like that's a fun way to do it. You clean out the bowels, beware of the FODMAPs. Easy on those FODMAPs. You might have some tootin' in your life, but a lot of people have some success. They reverse a lot of pain. It's just fruit-based. Doesn't have to be Doug's way. You could do like cleansing. This is your whole like juice fasting, smoothie cleansing. Lots of fruit, mono meals. Digestion's important. High carb, low fat to heal candida. The opposite of what you would think. Some people, and I think I'm one of them, do not do well with too much fat. We have blood sugar issues with even a minor amount. I seem to be able to get away with about 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. I'm debating upping it just to see like how high can I go until I'm like Brooke Goldner style, but we'll see. That's one way to do a raw vegan diet. It's mostly fruit, lots of vegetables by volume, but most of your calories are fruit. Most of your life is fruit. It's all sweet all the time. Can get sickening, but some people thrive on it. Then there's the higher fat way. I used to do it. I did 6 months, 1 meal a day, high fat vegan. Never had better skin. It's almost as good now as it was then. Just I have years of damage that I'm trying to repair, but at least we're getting no new breakouts. We've come to a sense of baby boy dignity where it's like, okay, now can I repair the past damage? That's a whole other question. But like high fat vegan, it's mostly fat. You're afraid of fruit. You're afraid of sugar. You don't do well with that. So you're going keto, but you want to be vegan and raw vegan at that. So it's a lot of salads. It's a lot of nut yogurts. It's a fun diet. You're allowed salt because you have to have it, or else that would be the worst diet on earth. Imagine lettuce and nut yogurt with no salt. Try it. I've done it. Not fun. I used to have the sun-dried tomatoes in there for salt and olives, and it's like, okay, now we're talking. But this diet is for when you've tried the sugary way and you're just like, these fruits are effing me. My teeth are falling out. I'm no more. I'm itchy. No. Candida, no. Lowering the fat did not help. Your bullshit 80-10-10, no thank you. You go to the high fat side, and it's constipating in my body, but maybe you'll make it work. It's fun. You take a little magnesium, you'll poo. I believe in you. But it's the same concept as a ketogenic diet. You're just eating the high fat plant foods, and you're still having some carbs. It doesn't have to be so restrictive. That's what I noticed when I did it. I could still have some strawberries, ton of vegetables in my salads, and nuts have carbs in them. So I'm still like, I would say under 100 grams of carbs a day. And like I was noticing a lot of benefits, mainly just the skin. I think a lot of people do this kind of higher fat raw thing. They're not into the whole 80-10-10 and all its crazy rules where you're only allowed like a half an avocado a day. And it's like, save the other half, don't you dare eat it. There's a lot of gourmet recipes and people are making crackers and all kinds of things out of nuts and seeds, and it's fun. Salty, little stevia instead of sugar. You can make desserts. You're having fun. And then there's the Lou Corona style, which is more strict. You're not having all the gourmet stuff. Everything's fermented and water rich and you're juicing vegetables. It's a path. It's a decent little path. If you're sick of the fruit, it's not working for you, there is an alternative to the carnivore way. It's nut-based. For a long time, I thought that was my purpose, to show keto people that there was a way to be vegan and still high fat. And like, it was kind of working, but I got scared. My LDL was quite high and my inflammation was sky high. I had a blood test and I was like, wow. And there was like blood in the urine. That's normal. That's fine. The oxalate stones, they're working their way out. So like, I abandoned it. And then I only got worse. Doing high carb again, I got weak and the acne came back. I was like, I should have stuck with that. That was gold. 1 meal a day, you just break it with a big green juice, and you wait like half an hour, and then you make a big salad with all the nut yogurts, avocados, flax oil. Salty, delicious diet of fasting, out the yin yang. It could be beneficial to your life. The third diet is a strange Hippocrates style sprouting everything. It's grain based. It's a lot of sprouts, grains and beans. It's like, it's high carb kind of, but it's a weird diet and it's so disgusting looking on paper. Sprouts are gross. We all know that. And then you're like juicing. I remember Jillian Berry, she's interviewing Brian Clement and he makes her this green juice. He's like, here's the real healthy stuff. There's no lemon, there's sugar in lemon. Did you know that? So this is just cucumber, spinach, the kale or something, wheatgrass. It was just all greens, and she's just like, wow, that's so healthy tasting. It was gross tasting is what she meant. In order to have greens taste good, it's celery and lemon. That's the secret. Don't even try it without that. That's why Lou Corona's Ginger Blast thing is like so good, because it's salty, it's sour, it's taste enhancing. Whereas Hippocrates is like, here's cucumber juice with wheatgrass. God, gross. I remember Life Regenerator used to make wheatgrass and coconut water. Don't even lie to my mouth. I tried it one day. I was like, what? He sounded excited about that. Every time he's like, oh, thank God. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. I'm like, oh, what is that? It's like sweet and bitter. Where's the salty, sour fun? The worst juice of our time. Hippocrates is weird. They say like no sugar is allowed at all. It's just all, no fruit whatsoever. It's all grains and beans mostly, and some nuts, and lots of greens. It's mostly greens, but your calories are coming from sprouted grains and you're gross. But that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm mixing 80-10-10 with Hippocrates right now. So I've incorporated, you can mix and match between. Those are the three major ones. Super high fruit, high carb, high fat, oh my God. And then somewhat in the middle, still high carb, but sprouted grains, not so much fruit. It's a different carb. It's glucose instead of fructose, complex instead of simple. Seems to work better in my life. I'm doing buckwheat smoothies mostly. Most of my calories are coming from soaked buckwheat. It's better than fruit. It seems to benefit my body better. I don't know if I react to sugar, but this slower, complex glucose coming into my blood, I don't mind you. But grains are fantastic. They're just very neutral. They're balancing in a Chinese medicine way. It's like, it's not too extreme on either side. Fruit is very yin or yang, I forget which one, but very sweet and like, oh my God, exciting, high vibe, versus like nuts and seeds, very dense, low, weird, bogged down feeling, where grains are like in the middle. It's like your even keel energy. And if you're having any freaky health challenges, it feels like grain-based, raw especially. That's where all you freaks go wrong. Your starch solution, you're cooking everything, you're destroying everything. What do you do? Potatoes cooked. You're seriously cooking right now. You juice the potato, you moron. Don't do that, it's probably poison. So obviously a raw vegan diet is the healthiest diet possible. You just have to choose which one you're on. And we're all on it. We're all on one of those. You're not carnivore, still watching this show. You realized meat was a mistake. I showed you the forehead rash that came, and I healed it as a vegan. Even though some carnivores say, I had eczema as a vegan. Me too. But then I healed it as a vegan as well. So vegan is the right one, and you can go vegan and we're all vegan now. So thank you. Do you agree with these diets? Some of them are good. You're thumbing up the video? That's nice. You see, the thing about that, you're thumbing it down, but really, it's not because of anything I said. It's because you think the best raw vegan diet is actually potato mixed with raw buckwheat. My girlfriend went to the washroom and distracted me. Oh, man. She's supposed to be locked in the room. That's fine. Wife, how you doing? Thank you for the Bitcoin. I'll leave. You subscribe for a minute?